Here in this video we will explore again the war machines called tripods, but we will concentrate this on just size, well height to be more precise, and we will also include all the other tripods from other fictional works. This won't be just War of the Worlds and its many adaptations, but also from different sci-fi settings that have similar three-legged monstrosities. Let's get to them. We begin here with the Octoptara Tridroid, which is a separatist walker used during the Clone Wars in Star Wars, and it stands on three thin, articulated legs with a rotating central body. But despite its relatively small size, it mounts laser cannons and missile launchers, serving as a fast and adaptable battlefield unit. Next we have the RH-3L1X Scout Tripod of Battletech. This is a light reconnaissance mech designed for mobility and sensor support rather than brute force. Its triple leg configuration provides stability over rough terrain while carrying light weaponry for skirmish engagements. Then next we have the small human-operated tripods from War of the Worlds Goliath, the animated movie, and they are built after the first Martian invasion by humans to fight off the alien tripods. Now, coming from a stylized World War I docudrama from Canada, this tripod of the Great Martian War of 1913 to 1917 presents an insect-like body with multiple sized glasses. The spiders, which are the smaller ones, are used for hunting and capturing humans. Now from the game called Crisis 2 we have the Ceph Pingers, which are three-legged alien war machines deployed during the Ceph invasion in New York City. They are agile, heavily armed with plasma weaponry, and combine speed and advanced shielding to overwhelm infantry and vehicles alike. Another Star Wars entry, the Urban Assault Tripod Transport, was used extensively by the First Order. This tripod transport walker is built for urban combat zones. Its armored body and stable stance allows it to operate effectively in tight city environments. Now next we have the 1988 War of the Worlds series tripods, and the series serves as a sequel to the 1953 film. The series reuses the manta ray war machines designed by Albert Nozaki. In the episode Dust to Dust, a variant appears with solid mechanical legs, creating a closer visual to H.G. Wells' original tripods. Then in Asylum's first film, it features six-legged crab walkers instead of tripods, but the sequel introduces three-legged squid walkers. These cyborg machines are remotely controlled, capable of teleporting humans to a mothership and even flying. From Command & Conquer, we have the Annihilator Tripod, which is a towering assault walker that is armed with powerful energy beams capable of devastating armored units. Its alien design and heavy shielding makes it one of the most feared ground units in the Tiberium Wars. Helldivers also has an entry here, and it comes in the form of the Illuminate Harvester. This tall, elegant tripod walker used by the technologically advanced Illuminate faction or race is equipped with precision energy weapons and supported by alien shielding systems. It reflects the faction's superior, almost ethereal warfare style. Now again coming to War of the Worlds Goliath, these here are the Ares Spartans, which are larger human tripods in the animated film, and they are used for support of their larger brethren, which we will get to later. All of these appear to have a diesel punk look of the earlier 20th century. Now again from Star Wars, the AT-AP or the all-terrain attack pods are the Republic walkers that are three-legged artillery platforms designed for heavy fire support. Their central mass driver cannon allows them to punch through fortified enemy positions with ease. The steam towers in the anime Steam Slug are massive industrial tripod machines powered by steam technology. With their bulky frames and mechanical weapon systems, they embody a heavy steampunk aesthetic which is central to the theme of the anime. Now, the Striders from Half-Life 2 are towering combined war machines with long stilt-like legs and a flexible skeletal frame. They are armed with a pulse cannon and a devastating dark energy weapon. It serves as one of the most intimidating enemies in the game. Another Battletech entry here, the Ares here, is a massive super heavy battle mech which is featured to have a rare tripod configuration for improved balance and weapon distribution. Built for frontline dominance, it carries an array of heavy weaponry capable of challenging the entire lances alone. Again we come to Star Wars, but now we have the Octoptara Magna Tridroid. These are a larger and more powerful evolution of the standard Octoptara, deployed by the Separatists in the late Clone Wars battles. Its elevated central body houses heavier cannons, which makes it effective against both ground and aerial targets. Now, in the manga adaptation of Gothic Media's The War, the fighting machines are predatory arachnid-like constructs powered by biomechanical muscle systems. Their alien metal bodies and smoke-emitting joints make them feel alive rather than purely mechanical. The Godshell from Gundam is a unique tripod mobile weapon platform with a defensive orientation and a heavy armor plating. Its unusual three-legged structure, or a transformation, enhances stability while carrying beam weaponry typical of Gundam technology. Now yet again we come to War of the Worlds Goliath, and here we have the Ares Achilles, which are the main human-operated tripods in the animated movie, and they're made to counter the Martian tripods in size and power. Then from a relatively unknown TV series called Tripods, here which is set in 1984, this world is in a post-apocalyptic stage, and the tripods here are enormous in size and operated by mysterious alien beings called the Masters, who rule from behind the scenes and keep humanity subdued. Then in the comics adaptation of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the tripods appear during the invasion where the League has to fight off every one of them. They tower over Victorian battlefields, and they closely resemble H.G. Wells' classic design, striding across chaos with their heat rays ablazing. Now coming again to War of the Worlds Goliath, we have a rare and new version of the human-operated tripods, the Achilles Goliath, which is seen in the movie, and they are taller than the regular Achilles class and are more powerful, made to fight the Martians on equal ground. Then in the same movie, the anime, we have the Martian tripods from there. So there are two tripod generations here. The first tripod appeared in the first invasion, and they have a squid-like head with many tentacles as well as two eyes, and they are roughly 80 feet tall. Then in another movie called The Great Martian War of 1913 to 1917, which was discussed earlier, the second larger tripods, which are called the Herons, are way bigger than the Spider versions, which are around 12 feet. These here, the Herons, are around 80 feet tall, and they're used for utter domination of the battlefield. So another War of the Worlds adaptation, Pendragon's adaptation, presents silver tripods closer to the novel's concept, but with free rotating heads and thick chain-like tentacles used for capturing humans. Though faithful in weaponry, their stiff movements and mechanical appearance gives them a more industrial feel. Then we cannot forget the original War of the World tripods. Well, H.G. Wells' tripods are towering three-legged war machines described as over 100 feet tall, striding across the English countryside with terrifying speed and balance. Armed with heat rays and the black smoke, they symbolize humanity's helplessness against a technologically superior alien force. In War of the Worlds: The True Story, this adaptation stays visually faithful to H.G. Wells, depicting tall brown tripods with simple functional war machine aesthetics. They are armed with heat rays and black smoke, and they rely on brute force rather than futuristic shielding as we would see in the Spielberg's adaptation. Now the last entry from War of the Worlds Goliath, we have here the second tripod, which appears in the 1914 second invasion of the Martians, and this one is a larger, faster and more heavily armored unit. While closer to H.G. Wells' description, they notably lack shielding and black smoke defenses. Okay, so from BBC War of the World TV miniseries, the tripods here are biomechanical constructs which are assembled underground using earthly materials. Their glowing blue heat rays and visible artificial musculature gives them a more organic, industrial horror presence. Then from Gundam again, we have the Wadom, which is an enormous alien mobile suit used for or by the moon rays. Standing far taller than most Gundam units, its three-legged configuration in its transformed state supports its massive frame and gives it a distinctive silhouette with a formidable battlefield presence. Now we come to Ice Cube's tripods from last year. This modern interpretation features modular squid-like tripods that visually resemble advanced sci-fi drones and the Jaegers from Pacific Rim. And rather than relying solely on brute force, these tripods here strategically upgrade themselves using stolen human surveillance data. So now we come to a B movie, which is called Alien Dawn or Dawn of Destruction, which is kind of like a ripoff of War of the Worlds, with tripods that have a similar design but with a modern industrial design or aesthetic. Now we come to Spielberg's tripods, which are towering squid-like machines about 150 to 200 feet tall, which are long buried beneath the earth before being activated in the modern time. Protected by energy shields and armed with disintegrating heat rays, they are amongst the most intimidating and technologically advanced versions ever depicted. On the second spot, we have City Smash tripods. This one comes from the game that allows you to smash buildings and skyscrapers, and the tripods here are simple in design with full metal plating as well as a jellyfish head, but also really durable. Now, Jeff Wayne's tripods are the biggest here. These are heavily armored walking fortresses with a tall hooded cockpit and an imposing bulk. It carries the black smoke launchers and a heat ray which is mounted at the front, which emphasizes power over agility. They tower, or some of them tower over even the Big Ben in England, and they are the biggest tripods ever seen. And now with that we come to the end of this video on the biggest tripods from science fiction, a size comparison. Now do hit the like button for support, and also for the ones holding their phones in their hands, well, you know the drill, hit the hype option there down below to push this content further. Also subscribe if you haven't to be a part of Legion Notebook. And till the next time, take care, boys.